Alright, let's talk about free Android games, specifically, the ones I find myself installing on every new phone. But here's the thing. This isn't just a list. It's about why these games stick around in a world where most free apps feel like they're designed to frustrate you into spending money. Personally, I think the best free games are the ones that respect your time and still manage to be genuinely fun. So let's dive in. First up, Pokémon Go. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that game like ancient? Here's the thing. It's still alive and not just barely. What makes this really interesting is how it's evolved. When I picked it up again in 2025, I was surprised by how much smoother it felt. The quality of life updates are a big deal. Hatching eggs, trading, and leveling up friendships don't feel like chores anymore. But what really keeps me hooked is the community. Joining a local group completely changed the game for me. It's not just about catching Pokémon, it's about the people you meet along the way. And the fact that events like GoFest Global 2026 are now free? That's a huge deal. It's a reminder that free-to-play doesn't have to mean pay-to-win. Now let's switch gears to OneUp Puzzle Lite. If you're into logic puzzles, this is a must-try. I describe it as Sudoku on steroids, but that doesn't do it justice. What many people don't realize is how minimalist it is. No flashy animations, no gimmicks. It's just you and the puzzle. And that's what makes it so rewarding. When you solve one of those harder levels, it's like a shot of dopamine. I started with the free version, but honestly, I ended up buying the premium one because I wanted more. That's how good it is. It's a game that respects your intelligence, and in a world of endless distractions, that's rare. Next, Dingbats, Between the Lines. This one's for the wordplay lovers out there. It's a visual puzzle game where you decode phrases through clever word arrangements. For example, splitting the word promise in half? That's a broken promise. It's simple, but it's also genius. What this really suggests is that you don't need flashy graphics to make a game engaging. The minimalistic design forces you to focus on the puzzle itself, and that's where the magic happens. Plus, there's no annoying time gating or limited lives. It's just pure, uninterrupted fun. Now Little Alchemy too. This one's a bit of an outlier. It's about combining elements to create new things, and it sounds way simpler than it is. What makes this really interesting is the creativity it demands. You start with basic elements like earth and water, but soon you're unlocking humans, animals, and even abstract concepts. One thing that immediately stands out is how open-ended it is. There's no one right way to play, and that's liberating. I've spent hours just experimenting, and every time I play, I discover something new. It's like a digital sandbox for your brain. Then there's Two Dots, a game I've been playing for years. It's a minimalist match 3 game, but don't let that fool you. It gets surprisingly complex. The problem is, it's become more monetized over time. Banners and full-screen ads are now part of the experience, which is a bummer. But here's the thing. I've still managed to reach level 4170 without spending a dime. The key is patience and taking advantage of the in-game bonuses. It's a reminder that even in a game that's pushing you to spend, there's still a way to enjoy it for free. But it also raises a deeper question. How much monetization is too much before a game loses its soul? Finally, PlaySimple Cryptogram. This one's for the codebreakers out there. Decoding phrases using a cipher is both challenging and satisfying. What I love about this app is how it balances difficulty and accessibility. It doesn't autofill letters for you, which keeps the puzzles engaging. And the ads? They're there, but they're not intrusive. It's a rare example of a free game that feels fair. If you take a step back and think about it, that's what we all want from free games, something that's fun without feeling like a cash grab. So what's the bigger picture here? These games aren't just time killers. They're examples of how free-to-play can be done right. They respect your time, they're genuinely fun, and they don't constantly pressure you to spend money. Personally, I think that's the future of mobile gaming. But what do you think? Are there any free games you always install on a new phone? Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new recommendations.